Hi, this is LA Casciato, hashtag The Avengers Awaits, coming at you from Loxahatchee, Florida. This video is basically gonna be a tutorial, blog, vlog, information type thing of what I do on some of my adventures that I've do and the equipment that I bring with me when I'm doing things. Okay. As some of you may or may not know, I enjoy hiking, camping, hunting, scouting around, going to different areas to find different places to camp or to free camp at, etc., so on and so forth. I have a 2012 Grand Jeep Cherokee Laredo 4x4, and I have done some easy to light, moderate off-roading. I haven't done anything more than light, moderate off-roading. Like I said, I have a 2012 Grand Jeep Cherokee Laredo 4x4, but she's not like your regular Jeep. She's more of an SUV, and she's not, like I said previously, a regular Jeep where you got your gear shifters or your buttons to put her in 4 low or 4 high. Now, I have done some trails, no issues, no problems. She hasn't gotten me stuck yet, but I won't do anything to more than a light, moderate type off-roading. Maybe moderate off-roading, but anything like that, I won't do that. That kind of stuff is more for your regular Jeeps, such as your Wranglers, your Moha, M-O-H-A, if I pronounced that correctly. If I didn't, somebody correct me. Or your Rubicons, or your regular trucks like the Tundra, I think that's 4x4, or any other pickup truck that has 4x4 with the gear shifters or the buttons or anything like that. But with that being said, let me show you the equipment that I bring to keep me safe when I'm out scouting around, checking out a new place to go camping, how I find these camps or places to go stealth camping, free camping, whatever you want to call it, during my adventures. So with that being said, let me get to that video and enjoy. By the way, before I do that, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing and giving me your support. I really appreciate it. This is me coming at you real, no filters, no nothing. I don't have my dentures yet. Still working on that. That's a whole nother video when I eventually get them. But I don't sugarcoat nothing. There will be times the unladylike language will come out, and you see I'm getting like a little mustache over here. I gotta take care of that. But every now and again, the unladylike language will come out. So I'm not for the weak of heart. I'm gonna give you my opinion. I'm gonna give you my honest review on things. I'm gonna give you my honest things that I do on my adventures and what have you. So with that being said, let me get to what I'm about to show you on what I bring that makes me feel comfortable and safe on what I do when I'm off-roading or looking for places to camp, etc., so on and so forth. Hang tight. Okay, here we go. As you see, I am sitting in my vehicle. Let me do a walk around so you can see what she looks like before the rain starts again. This is my baby. I added these. I added my happy camper. My daughter made this decal. She made this decal. Another one of these metal things. I thought they were magnetic, but they're actually sticker. My logo, Adventures Awaits. My daughter also made this little guy for me. J-hooks for when I want to go paddleboarding or kayaking. Some stickers that I've added along the way on places that I've been to. My dive shop. This, my daughter made this sticker. Little magnetic thing that says Jeep. The metallic is still there, it's slowly starting to fade, but my daughter also made that. A magnetic little ducky dude or sticker. My son-in-law made that. Made this decal for me. Not over wonder or lost, but I probably am. That's an ongoing joke, because one day I got lost in the Olive Garden parking lot. My son and I were going out to eat, and I literally got lost in the parking lot. My daughter also made this monster dude looking guy. She made me Tweety. This is another sticky metal thing. Like I said, I thought it was magnetic, but it's not. My Instagram logo, my YouTube logo, a couple of friend stickers, another decal my daughter made. Here's where it says 4x4. Had to add Buc-ee's. I go to Ocala, Florida quite often. Yeah, I had to get that one as well. They also made me this gal for my car. Now let's go inside, and she's quite roomy. I reorganized the back of my Jeep. It was a mess back here. She's still got a leak every now and again. I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from, but I have no flipping clue. So my straps, so when I'm bringing my kayak or paddleboard or both, or in them little trash bags there to try to keep them neat. In here, I have a kinetic tow rope in case I get stuck or help somebody else out. Here is a regular tow rope. And here is just miscellaneous tools, what have you, screwdrivers, camping stakes, things like that. And here I bring this with me every now and again when I go on my hikes, little car backs to clean, and various different toolkits, and a harvester in case I harvest an animal. Little makeshift first aid kit. So there's that, my walking sticks. So the basics, fire extinguisher. Thank God I never needed to use it, but it is what it is. Now let me take you on the inside and show you the equipment gear that I use when I'm out and about. One of which is a Garmin. Okay. Yeah, it shows me where I am right now. Haven't used it in a while. Things that I have saved, go home over here. Things that I have saved. You know, my dentist, orthopedic, home, you know, Let's cancel that out. You know, things like that. So, lodging, attractions, you know, so on and so forth. And I usually have that plugged in either here or underneath here when my dash cam is plugged in, or not plugged in, I should say, but I'm having an issue with it. It's a friend supposed to come take a look at it. So I currently have it unplugged. I also use, same on my phone, my little maps here with my GPS, some things that I have saved. I go over here, let's see. Let me see what I can find here. Let's go back to saved, favorite places. Here's all these hearts or places of favorite places that I've been to. Let me see if I can find you one that where I found Wildcat Cove Preserve. That's a cool place. You know, some fast food joints, so on and so forth. Over here where you see possible camping, shows you the coordinates. Oops. Shows you the coordinates up there on top. You know, and this is what I do when I want to look for places to camp for free. It also helps me guide in case I get lost or need to call for help or what have you. The other thing about the view map, let's say I am lost and I need to call and or injured, God forbid, and I have to call the local authorities to come find me, whether it be the sheriff's department, FWC, whoever, depending on search and rescue, depending on where I'm at. If you go over here, it sometimes shows you the coordinates of where you are on here as well. Now, for communication, because sometimes I don't always get a cell phone signal. Now, with the newer phones, the Apple iPhone 14 Pro, Pro Max, and up have a feature called SOS, where you can text message 911 and give them your coordinates, which is where these devices come in handy. Okay, so that is a good thing for me. The other thing that I keep with me always, let's see if I can get these standing up. If anybody has any ducks that they want to duck me with, feel free to send them my way. I appreciate it. I know that's normally not a Jeep Grand Cherokee thing. It's more for your regular Jeeps. But hey, a few people gave me some ducks. The Halloween stuff I had for my previous vehicle, which was a Ford Flex. I missed that car. Anyway, 4 is probably overkill. This is what I use. 1, I keep on channel 1 because sometimes I'm in Ocala, Florida, and sometimes if a friend of mine and I want a private conversation, we can talk to each other privately. That way the entire off-roading group is not hearing our conversation. The other is set on channel 2. So if I'm off-roading with a group and I get stuck, I can say, hey, I'm stuck, I need help. One is set on the trucker station, I believe this one, and the other is usually set on the Marine Weather Channel. Like I said, I do a lot of kayaking, paddleboarding, so about every half an hour or so, I will, turn them on, see what they're saying about the marine forecast, and what have you. Now, like I said, I don't know. In some areas I go to, I don't always get a signal. But this I got through my through my service provider. I'm with T-Mobile. Sometimes, with any cell phone company, sometimes the service is great. Sometimes I have 1 or 2 bars, or I have no bars. So at least with this little gizmo, I think it's like 10 gigabytes a month I'm paying for. I don't remember. I have to look it up. But it's a portable hotspot. I've been able to get up to about 3 to 5 devices before it starts getting laggy. So this been helpful for, let's say I need to send a text message to my daughter because I'm in trouble, or I'll use it to get on Facebook or text a friend, hey, I'm in trouble, or I'm okay, I'm over here, I just don't have cell signal. The range on these 2 red ones, providing you do not have any blockage such as trees or buildings or anything like that overhead, or as long as you're not going through a tunnel, I believe it was like 26 miles. The same with the orange ones. Again, provided I had enough clearance and what have you. I did a tester with my son. He took one of them. I think he took one of the red ones at the time, because at the time I didn't have these 2 orange ones. So he went from Phil Forest to Peanut Island, which is about a half a mile, roughly, and we were able to communicate. If anybody's familiar with John MacArthur State Park, and this was about a mile away, I was at the gift shop, the outfitters, whatever you want to call them, where they rent out the kayaks and kayaks there. And he walked all the way to the other side of the boardwalk where there is a beach there. So there was a beach there, and that's about a mile. So I was still able to communicate with him. So again, these are devices that I use, to, for lack of a better term, keep me safe, to let me know where I am in case I get lost, what may have you. Again, I use my tablet here, to pin places, and you see I got quite a few of them. Let's click on this heart here. Lake, I hope I'm going to pronounce this correctly. Lake Panazasopiki? If somebody knows how to pronounce that, please hop on and pronounce it. I haven't been here yet, but it's a little over 3 hours from my house, so it's good. Let me click on another one, a random one. Peace River, I have not been here, and that's a little over 2.5 hours from me. So as you see, I got quite a few favorites in here. Another one is Little Big Econ Bog Trailhead. As I said before, I like hiking. So, that's what I do. That's what I enjoy. For my hiking, do I have it on here? Let me go back and find it. Okay, so here are my outdoors app. I specifically use ultras mostly. You know, I like ultras. It has two versions, your free version and one you pay for. But here are some of the places that I've been to. Here are my saved places, my maps, you know, afternoon hike, where I had my blind, what have you. And this has two versions, a free version and a one that you have to pay for, which gives you more options. Download maps, whatever you want to do. The other one I use for off-roading is OnX Off-Road. And it's kind of basically the same thing. I mean, I'll do that another day. But it's basically the same thing. This little map is where I was at JW Corbett. Over here it has contact Ocala, let's see. Ocala National Road, Forest Road 09, you know, and here's where, this was in February of this year, where I've found some animal tracks. And you can see where all that is and what have you. You got your tools here where you can build a route, draw a line, add a waypoint, add pictures if you choose to, so on and so forth. And this is also one of those where you can use the free version or get a paid version. I do not remember what the paid version is. I think it's like $35 a year. $30, $40 a year or something like that. I'm not fully familiar with it as of yet, so right now I'm still using the free road. It also lets you know if you're on dirt, so on and so forth. So yeah, this is what I use to see where I'm at the map. You know, I can zoom out, zoom in, things like that. And like I said, I think I can do the same thing. Yeah, I can do the same thing with the Garmin. So, like I said, this is what my personal preference is. You don't have to use what I use. You can use what you feel comfortable with. But like I said, these are things that I've used when I'm out in, for a lack of a better term, when I'm out in the field. Stuff like that. Onyx Hunt, I'm still kind of getting familiar with this too. This, I believe, has two versions. I'm not going to type in my information right now. Onyx Hunt wise, they both give you the option. Same thing, I'm not going to log in my information right now. Both give you the option of where you might have seen a blind or a buck or a hog, you know, a tree stand, whatever. I've used iNaturalist a lot for different pictures that I identify a specific plant species, whatever, animals. I've done the same thing with Seek. My recreation.gov, I'm not going to type in my information. Actually, you know what? Let me do that real quick. Bear with me while I type this in. Let me put in my password. What I like about recreation.gov is you can find all kind of campgrounds, state campgrounds, national forestry, you know, things like that, places you can go, so on and so forth. And as you see, that's my little picture there. You know, campgrounds, so on and so forth. So let me log back out of here. Yes, I am sure I want to log out. And you know what? Just for grins and giggles, let me bring up Onyx Hunt. Why it's doing that, I don't know. Bear with me. Yes, I want to save. This is what Onyx is showing if I want to Western big game, whitetail, what have you. I'm going to skip that. Here's your premium ones on what you want to do. You know, but if you don't want to do that, you just want to try the free app, click that X button when it cooperates. Now it's not cooperating. Maybe later. Now while using apps, now we're getting somewhere. I think. I don't want to choose a plan. Why it's not cooperating with me, I don't know. Okay, there we go. I had to click on it. But here it's the same thing, pretty much. Oops, come back here. And this is the free version, so to speak. Like I said, bear with me. I haven't used this one in a while. But it gives you many options, so to speak, on what you can or cannot do. Let me log back out of that, because I just, as you see, I have the basic membership right now. And then let's do the same thing with my Onyx Off-Road. Oh no, I already did that. Sorry. No, I don't want to watch now, and you can't make me. I believe I already showed you Onyx Off-Road, or Onyx Hunt, I should say. Bear with me. Privacy reasons, I don't want to share my login information. And then basically the same thing, you know, it shows you little lines, you know, where you are, obviously where the orange dot is. Let me see, does it have, it gives you a lot of information, license and regulations, hunt areas. I don't have any right now. You know, gear you're that they're selling that you might be interested in, you know, stuff like that, you know. So it's so pretty self-explanatory, so to speak. I don't have any followers right now, and I'm not following anyone else. You know, let's go over here. No, and like I said, I haven't used this one in a while, so I have one person up here, suggested users. You know, my feed, discovery, you know, I can allow full photo access if I want. You know, and once you get yourself familiar with it, you know, it's easy to use. Let's go to map. Let's go back to map. And, you know, like I said, it gives you a lot of area. The reason why this is locked is because I'm not a paid membership, but it will let you know if you're on private or public land, so on and so forth. So let's say I want to find, it will give me this, has your little compass down here at the bottom, obviously the orange dots where I am, so on and so forth. So that is that. Like I said, I just basically wanted to show you what I use. You know, it's giving me hunting predictions. You know, hit the hunt cast that will provide that. You know, can put in your locations, landowners, so on and so forth. So it's basically an app that I gotta refamiliar myself with because I haven't used it in a while. But like I said, my favorite is All Trails, you know, and then recreation.gov, and then OnX Off-Road. Those are my three favorites, mainly All Trails. So with that being said, I just wanted to specifically share with you what I use for when I'm out doing an activity, whatever that activity may be. Like I said, hunting, hiking, kayaking, paddleboard. The other one I forgot to show you is GeoSub. If you're out there paddleboarding, it tracks your location. You can put, I currently have 2, and I'm using the free version. There's a few other versions of it that you can use. Some people use other versions for paddleboarding. Or kayaking, I specifically like GeoSub, and I have 2 people on my list that I've used that in case, God forbid, something happens, they can notify the authorities. With GeoSub, though, if you're sitting in one place for too long and you did not turn off the app, it will send you a pop-up in about 5 minutes asking if you're okay. So make sure you hit that OK button, because in about 5 to 10 minutes, if you don't respond, they're calling the Coast Guard, Service Department, what have you. So make sure you turn off, plus your emergency contacts. Now, like I said, that's what I personally use. Those are my favorites. And like I said, the equipment that I wanted to share with you, the Garmin, the walkie-talkies, my little hotspot, my iPad, for when I'm out there doing whatever. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if there's any other content you want to see or tutorials, let me know and I'll do my best to provide that to you. I still have to get out on the water and do a tutorial on how to get back on a paddleboard. It's just that I live out here in South Florida, and the last couple of weeks with 2-3 hurricanes coming our way too, missed us by smidgen except for one. Some areas got hit really hard. And the weather has not been the best either. It's too windy, too choppy. you know, what have you, and I have not been able to get out on the water to provide that secondary tutorial on how to get back on your paddleboard for a self-rescue. But I haven't forgotten about you. I haven't forgotten about doing that secondary video, but since the weather is nice, I promise to get it out to you. But anyway, with all that being said, I'm gonna hop off because I got some things to do. I want to put my equipment away. Oh, the other thing I do is, I'll show you in a minute. Bear with me. The other thing I do is, this wire fits both my cell phone and my Apple iPad. So when my battery level is getting low, I will plug them in so I'm constantly charged. I also keep buried in there somewhere is power banks, so I can charge up my devices when I need to. I don't have a Jackery or anything like that as of yet, but I'm hoping to get one in the near future because they are kind of pricey, they are kind of expensive. I just haven't gotten around to doing so as of yet, but I plan to soon, hopefully, between now and next year. But anyway, I'm gonna go for now. Again, if there's anything that you want to see or tutorial, leave a comment below. Hit that like and subscribe button for any future notifications for when I go out on an adventure, whether it be hiking, paddleboarding, driving off-road, something. I'm usually doing something. So whatever you want to see, leave a comment below and I'll get it to you as soon as I can. With that being said, peace out, be kind, be humble, and strength and honor. Later.